Everybody's good. All right, we're back. Welcome back to the Pouring Rain Podcast. I'm Bert,
Kinshaba.
Scott Balls.
and we are talking about nothing again. I've been listening to crypto, and
Listening.
well, you know, trying to keep
Raoul
up,
Paul.
Yeah.
trying to keep up with Raoul Paul and crypto and stuff, and how they're saying, like the Fed didn't change the interest rates, right? Was that this week?
Yeah.
Right, he didn't change anything, right?
Everything's super fucking high and
So
annoying.
yeah, he was saying that
Well.
that they don't go by real time data. They go by past data.
Okay.
Like the Fed goes by past data when
How to
investors
determine interest rates?
Yes, investors go through real time data. And he was like, and now they still think that people invest according to the economy, but now they're investing according to government spending. So they're like, there was only one analyst. I wish I could I can't remember names to save my life. But he was one analyst that
Analyst.
he's like the only one that got it right. Like when he predicted what was happening.
Yeah.
Because he follows
Government spending,
government spending,
which
and
is
not,
outlandish.
and that's how everybody's apparently. Yeah, that's how the money's trading apparently, or whatever. Not by how
Well, I
the
mean,
economy or inflation. or
Really, if you want to
anything
make
like
money, just get a fucking auto trader that follows Nancy Pelosi.
that. Well, you said it right. You can
She's
follow
up
their trades.
85%. That's what she's up on.
Impossible.
It's crazy. Yeah, we talked about it last time.
But this is the newest numbers. So what she
Oh,
just,
it's even
yeah.
higher.
the NVIDIA thing.
She's gotten better.
That's what
Isn't that crazy?
she made tons
She's
of
so
money.
good.
She's so good. I don't know why she
Fucking
doesn't
assholes,
share
man.
any of that shit.
I guess they really shouldn't hate because they're not doing anything illegal technically, but they are
Yeah.
insider trading.
Yeah.
They are
it-
affecting policy.
Yeah,
So how is that not insider trading?
it's just allowed.
It's like printing money, dude.
It's
It's
the
like printing.
same.
It's like printing money.
Well, they're all in cahoots together. Like the
Yeah.
SEC's not going to go after her because they understand if whoever like say that somebody gets balls, Gensler is like fuck this bitch is fucking 100% insider trading. We have to do something about this, and they go after her and they sue her. What do you think's going to happen to him?
Yeah,
She's gonna make a phone call to someone above him. They're gonna swing the hammer down on him, make his life miserable.
Right.
And that's how they all look at it. It's all this bullshit. It's such a huge conflict of interest
Yeah.
because
But
anybody else does that. It's me or you. I can't.
but none of them are ever going to vote that out.
No.
Right.
Why would you vote for something that's gonna hurt you?
Yeah. It's right. You're
It's
not
going to
gonna
lose you money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
You
You're
never
gonna
fucking
vote against your own interests.
You
Exactly.
never recover from that.
Unless
shit.
you're dead.
That's why I don't have like any faith in like the alphabet organizations and shit like
Yep.
the FDA that's used. Like
Yeah.
so, it was FDA approved.
So
Like
what?
they can't be bought off. Like come on,
They were
bro.
already
like,
proven
you know what
to
I'm
be
saying?
bought off, right, by the sugar industry.
Yeah, that whole thing. That's wild.
fucking crazy.
Have you
man.
seen what was the movie with Matthew McConaughey? Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the pharma, right? He did the pharmacy thing. Yeah.
Yeah. They were actively trying to stop people from getting well. Meanwhile, they're feeding them poison.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
wild.
They were taking peptides and like
Yeah.
all these things like that were like, for the most part, there's a lot of vitamin stuff. They were going down to Mexico and getting stuff and bringing it back. And the FDA stepped in, was like completely trying to squash this all.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what they were giving them, I forget what was the name of the drug that they were
I
giving them.
forgot. I haven't seen it.
It was straight fucking poison.
Yeah.
It was killing them
Right.
faster.
Right,
Jesus
right.
Christ.
It's supposed to be helping them.
And that was FDA approved.
They
So
don't care, dude. They don't care. Like
No.
you said, you got the money.
Yeah. FDA also approves shit like Cinnamon Toast Crunch
word.
and Tricks.
Skittles.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's not even
all the
food.
worst shit is FDA approved.
It's not even food.
That's
Oh,
fine.
God. Yeah, it's fine. We'll keep up with
Stuff that
shit.
European countries have banned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
You
They're
can't
like,
have
can't
certain
eat this
stuff in your
shit.
food. Yeah.
Bro, it's so crazy because they have some of the same foods. I forget which Instagram post I was
But
looking at.
it
and
makes
it's
sense. It makes sense for them because for us, like for the government, it would be a lot of money. It's a lot of money for the government to like health.
Yeah.
Like we pay a lot into that, right? Because
Right.
it costs us some money. But their government pays for their health care.
Yeah.
So why would
Is it
why
free
would they
or-
want all their?
yeah?
Yeah,
It's
most-
subsidized. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
more like social
Yeah.
health care.
I knew it in Canada was free. I didn't know how it worked in Europe.
Yeah. Most of the European countries that have socialized health care.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
makes
that-
sense.
that-
but their
You're
taxes-
I'm
no.
going to keep you healthy
Yeah,
because
no,
it's going
you're
to cost
right.
me less.
Yeah.
Yeah. But their taxes are also much higher.
Yeah.
They're- Healthcare is a weird thing because healthcare is. I was listening to this guy talk about it, and he's like, "Hey, listen." He's like, "I think he said there's three things: it's cost, access, and then cost, access, and then quality of care.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you can only pick two.
Gee.
That's what you're gonna you have to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
You know.
Unless you have like hella money.
Yes,
Like,
exactly. Unless you are
for the
already-
for the layman, like
Yes.
you have to choose.
100%. He's like, so if you
Yeah.
go and you look at these countries who have, socialized healthcare, the majority of them, they might have access, and it might not cost them anything, but the quality is garbage.
Yeah.
And
Or-
you can do it all three ways.
Right,
You know
right,
how you can only pick two of them, no matter how you do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's the reality of healthcare. That's what it's what it's going to be, no matter what. You can't have subsidized healthcare or any kind of healthcare without having,
Yeah.
something suck.
Something's gonna drop.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Something's gonna suck.
Yeah.
And he was saying, the United States, it's super expensive. He's like, but the quality of healthcare we get is
Right.
much better than any of these socialized countries.
Yeah.
So
you're giving up something.
it's,
Yeah. Take
But-
it with the bed.
it's just, I don't know, man. It's a hard, it's such a hard thing because everyone needs healthcare. Like at some point, you got to go see a doctor. You're gonna have something wrong with you, And it's just a sad truth.
Well,
that
it would be nice if everything that they did wasn't trying to force you to be a slob and a piece of shit. Like
That-
they don't,
exactly.
You know what I mean? If they
Yes.
weren't pushing, take a pill for this instead of exercise, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, try
Whereas
not
if you
eat
go
so
to
much
other-
sugar, or
if you go to European countries, they are telling you that this is bad for you. You should exercise. You should do this. You should do that because they're paying for it.
exactly,
You should have a better quality of life.
Yeah.
Look at some of the public parks in Europe. They have those like exercise machines
Yeah.
and those like they're just like run of the mill like little pull up bars stuff
Yeah.
like that around. But here you couldn't do that because of you get sued. You could sue the city if you fucking get hurt. Like
it's
the rules
ridiculous.
are against it. And it should be in your best interest to keep your citizens healthy, but it's not here.
No, because people are making money
Yeah.
off of you being a
I'm
piece of shit.
I wonder. You ever think about like if they think about how long this can last? Like if I was in power like that and I gained money and more power off of just the overall lack of health of the people of my country, I would start to wonder like, yo, this can't be sustainable.
No,
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand how they don't think about that. It's like,
they're not looking at it long term.
yeah, that's what it is.
You know,
right?
they're here
It's
for a
for their
finite amount of
life-
time.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
We think they say we think in 4 to 8 year increments,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Because we're not fucking. You know what I mean?
And if you really think about like long term, for them, long term for them is what 80 years.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not gonna be on this planet. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
These people are fat and shit.
Yeah, true.
You know,
Yeah,
if the country turns into like the movie Idiocracy, I don't fucking care.
right.
Yeah, they don't
right.
care.
They don't care because they're not gonna be here. Their kids are might be here, which is
Mm-hmm.
alarming to think about that because they're not thinking about their kids at all.
Right.
Yeah.
But
There's a different caliber of
But their
person,
kids
man.
would be okay if you think about who's in charge,
Yeah,
and
and
who's in
that's-
power.
That's the thing. Yeah,
They have generational
that's
wealth.
a good
so
point.
They
Yeah,
don't, they
they're
don't
not
give a
even-
fuck.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, my kids will be fine.
Doesn't even matter.
did you ever see that movie? That's such a great movie, Idiocracy.
I didn't. I know what you're
Oh
talking
my
about.
god,
but I haven't
dude,
seen
Justin Long, when he plays the doctor,
it. Yeah,
bro. Just
They're-
the
It's exactly what it is. Like they're all idiots.
idiots.
And
I remember that movie. I never saw it though.
Justin Long is the king of cameos. He really is.
he's super. Yeah.
Between
is.
Idiocracy, Zach and Miri Make a Porno when he plays what was his?
Yeah,
I forget his name in it.
Yeah,
He's the high school guy that does gay porn.
yeah, that's right.
High school guy.
It's like, I don't want to be, I want to be out of line saying this. Are you in gay porn? I thought you noticed me.
I could be out of ine.
He's like, I thought you recognized me. He's like, you're not exactly my demographic. He's like, what's your demographic? He's like, do you like pussy? He goes, yes. He's like, then not you.
It's so stupid.
Yo,
But
I
it's
remember that
he
line,
does
that
that.
movie.
Like he has those.
He is
those
good.
great.
He's
cameos,
great
man.
in that movie.
And it's
But
just
he's the same in Idiocracy because he plays like this idiot doctor.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, I can't even say it. I can't even say it on.
yeah,
I'll have to bleep it out. But the shit he says, you'll love it because it's our favorite word. He uses our favorite
I
word.
figured that's where you were going.
Jesus
And
Christ.
it's so great.
People are gonna research us. Our favorite word.
That's when we get canceled, this is going to get brought up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what their favorite word is?
100%.
I'll say it again.
It's so stupid. But Where's the timestamp? You look at the timestamp too.
10:32.
Oh my god! Of course he looks at the
He can't
timestamp.
even help it.
He just wants to hear.
Soon as it
He
comes
wants
up,
us to hear it in our headphones. Turn me up on the headphones. I'm about to say it.
Yo, it's like
I get no
if we
stand on my
start-
headphones.
If we start talking about the word, it has to be said. You can't just talk about it and then move on.
It's terrible. It's terrible, especially because he knows like the deep history of the word.
Oh man,
I
yeah,
didn't
I'm not
know.
using it in that context.
He put me on to that.
Context is everything.
right.
Context is everything. You're right.
Context is
But
I would never use it in that context.
can't use it in that context.
I have a soul,
yeah.
All right, so let's talk about these Grammys.
bro.
The
Fuck.
Grammy-
I want to talk about the Grammys. Grammys
Fuck
were
'em.
last night. I didn't watch the Grammys last night. Scott had a Grammy party.
Scott,
I happened to be somewhere where it was on TV.
impromptu guys. He invited,
Is that what you're calling it now?
He invited people.
You know what was
to his
on right
house.
before that? Fox News. I was like, can we turn
Oh
this off?
man, I don't know what's worse.
Right.
I love my
the
Republican
Taylor
neighbors.
But people were
Swift
get
Grammys.
people like I feel like some artists when they lose the Grammys ain't shit. When they
Yeah.
win, they want to be like, oh my god, it's so great to be recognized.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's only a few people on that committee, right? Like,
Dude, all the
Yeah.
Grammys is
But
a
isn't
bunch
it
of rich people getting together and stroking each other.
isn't it subjective though? Like,
Who votes
yeah.
on this?
that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
Supposedly a secret, right? I mean, I don't even know. Can you
secret.
even Google it? Like, I don't even know if they're on.
Are they
public-
that's the worst. That's the worst possible thing ever.
Yeah, but are they qualified? Like,
That's my
number one,
point.
What are the
Right.
parameters?
Like, who are you?
What are the parameters though? Is it sales? Is it fucking
Yeah.
concert
Is it
tickets?
lizard people?
Fucking lizard people?
I don't know if it's lizard people.
You made me say it. But I just repeated it like an idiot. But you don't know what, you know what I mean? You don't
Nah,
know what
that's
they're
a good-
judging this
yeah,
stuff
what's
on.
the criteria,
What's the
right.
criteria?
Yeah.
And like you said, you might love something that I fucking hate. Sorry. That's the boom mic.
Boom.
It's hitting us in the head.
Yeah,
Pick it up, Mikey.
I would like to know that too. Actually, like, yeah, how are we voting on this?
How are we voting on
What
this?
do we-
So when you get like Drake has always he boycotted, he hates it, he fucking
Yeah.
even in his speeches he's like this shit don't mean nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's the validation from a few people, but is it just to have an award like everybody gets a trophy type of shit?
Right.
And then some people get mad when like some people are like the Grammys ain't shit, and the same people will be like, oh, this guy got robbed at the Grammys. Like
Yeah.
Fucking cares.
nobody got robbed. You were fucking nominated, which means your sales are up. Like you should
Right.
be fucking
Oh
excited.
no, you didn't get a little record player trophy. Oh no.
Record player from the 20s,
Yeah,
the first
fucking
record
cares.
player ever made.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like stuff like that. Like that's what I mean. Like Drake was he's always shitted on the Grammys.
Right.
So even his
I think that more people need to do that. Just be like, we're not
Yeah.
participating in this shit. This is stupid.
it's
Yeah.
stupid.
It would lose it. Yeah, it would lose its luster if they all did that, which
Exactly.
would be the point, right?
That's
like
what I'm
for
saying.
it to.
Of course, younger people are more into music. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you have Killer Mike, which I told you I love
Yeah.
the album. Killer Mike
that was-
swept.
It was a good album.
It's a
He
great
swept.
album.
He swept the rap category, but I don't think he was the best song performance.
Yeah, that's just crazy to sweep that
I
whole
didn't-
category.
that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
I
saying.
ain't mad, like, bro. It's a great album.
I liked Travis Scott and Drake's song more that was nominated in the same category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm like robbed. Like, what are you getting robbed of? It's fucking Grammys. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
expect shit like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
know.
supposedly it's like the creme de la creme of
what?
musical
no.
greatness, and it's like like
It
you
used-
said, like
maybe it
says
used
who
to be.
though? Like who is saying that?
Says who?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my whole
It's
point.
it only matters to the fucking fans. They're the only people that the music matters to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't be anybody on any committee because who the fuck? Like what? No, it's the
You should,
fans.
Yeah, and Drake said that too. He's like, you should be proud of that guy that can barely afford your concert ticket, but likes you enough to fucking pay it and go. He's working 9 to 5, busting his ass. But
Right.
oh shit, I gotta get to this concert on Friday night.
a
And
fact.
after I fucking worked all day.
Yeah, that's most people.
That's who you should
Yep.
fucking care about.
Right,
You know what
he's
I mean?
right with that.
That's the opinion you should care about. Which is true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was weird, like, because I think Miley Cyrus, I forget which one she won, but she got up there and she was like, I'm mixed feeling about this. Because she was like, I want you guys, because, like, she's celebrating, she's happy, as you should. But she was like, I want you guys to know this is not important at all. And I'm like, I get it, but, like,
But you're there.
yeah, you're here to accept it. And I'm sure.
Did she
I'm
perform?
sure you were hoping
Yeah, she
you would win.
performed.
Because of course, who doesn't want to win a? There's nobody that doesn't want to win a Grammy. Like it's like, then I would hate to win a Grammy. It's like I don't believe you. So it's like you're there. If you're gonna be there and you're gonna go up and graciously accept your award, like I think there is a better way to say it because I know what she's trying to get across. Like, don't get so
caught up
and like trying to get this thing and where you're whatever you're doing, where you're not being yourself and not being authentic to try to gain something. But it was weird to watch to me. She was like happy and she was like, yeah, this is so unimportant. Like, all right, cool. I get
did it
what
sound
she was saying.
disingenuous or like?
It just
disingenuous?
seemed it seemed just very contradictory to me.
Oh, but she like being excited to win and
Yeah.
then saying this don't mean shit.
Yeah. Maybe if she would have worded it differently, and hey, she's on that stage accepting an award. I might have misspoke. Maybe she didn't misspeak. Maybe she meant to say it how she said it. I'm just like, for me, my opinion, if you're going to get up there and be thrilled about receiving the Grammy, and you're going to say that, maybe you should word it differently because it just, to me, it looked weird. It was like, well, give it back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, give it to somebody else in the category. If it's
but
that
she wants to
unimportant.
perform. She wants to increase her sales. You know what I
Right.
mean, that's an audience that maybe never heard that song or whatever,
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but
I don't know. I had a hard time with how many performances were lip synced.
See,
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
didn't
watch.
used to
I only
be
watched
like
like
that.
3 performances. So who
There wasn't that many. There wasn't many. SZA.
SZA.
She 100% was lip syncing.
Damn.
Billie Eilish didn't.
Okay.
Miley Cyrus did not.
Right.
But I have a huge problem with that because honestly,
me too.
A huge
You're
problem
on
with
one
that.
of the
I'm not
biggest
a fan.
stages in the world. As much as some
Perform,
people hate
dude.
the Camry, hate the Grammys
Right.
and all that shit, it's one of the biggest stages in
It
the world.
is.
And
It's-
musically.
it's not only
So
that, but
why
it's
wouldn't you
super
want to
common.
prove your fucking?
It's just it's super common in their actual performances. So when they go out on tour,
They lip sync there too.
dude, you know how many
don't
artists do
fucking
that?
go anymore.
Or they have a backing track to make them sound better. Dude, J-Lo,
Oh well, she can't sing.
she can't sing. Like she's a piece of shit.
That's
Hey,
She's the biggest piece of shit on the planet. I can't stand her. There's so many reasons why.
Yeah,
but
she's not a good person.
no, she's just not a good person, and she's an awful entertainer.
yeah.
Like whatever. She's a good
Right.
dancer. I'll give her that.
Right.
She can dance. She was a fly girl. Cool.
Right.
Go back to the Living Color then.
She's still a fly girl.
Yeah.
But and her
Once a fly
acting
girl,
is
always a fly girl.
suspect. But that's a huge problem.
She should have won an Oscar for Money Train.
You're right.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
You are correct.
Money Train. I love Money Train, brother.
That was a good movie.
Everybody loved Money Train.
That was a good movie.
But anyway, that was one of J-Lo's first fucking. You were like, whoa.
By the
Anyway.
way, J-Lo and Out of Sight. Go watch Out of Sight. Just
Yeah?
for a couple of J-Lo scenes.
It's like, oh no, I don't.
With her and
Oh,
George
okay.
Clooney.
All right,
Sheesh.
that's
Anyway.
when he
Jorge Clooney.
Jorge Clooney.
Jorge Clooney.
After his tequila.
They're awful tequila in it.
But no, that is not that. I don't respect that shit either. Like lip
No.
syncing, like if you can sing, you
Sing.
sing, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
If you're getting paid, like the amount of money you're making,
that is that. Yes.
the amount, of
Off
money,
of-
the amount of money you're charging
charging to
and
make
go
it.
see you live.
Right.
What's
So
the point?
And so I was at I told you I went to this. I took Callie and Sarah to go see the Cinderella performance in Pittman.
Okay.
It was at this small little theater, very cool theater, old theater, and super gay. It was Cinderella, you know. It was gay.
Is that necessary?
Yes.
How's Cinderella gay?
It was.
You know what was gay? You being there. That was gay. Cinderella's not gay.
It was.
Jesus Christ.
It, the whole time I was like,
Put
this is
something
pretty
into
gay.
context.
But
Motherfucker.
it's theater. It's like it's musical theater. It's
Okay,
gay.
okay.
Okay. So what? But it was I sat there the entire time, and I was super impressed. First of all, by the performances of them, the sound engineer, everything about it. Like the acting was good, the singing was good, the dancing was good. Everything was so well done. And I'm watching these people. They're probably like college age. Bunch of college age kids, bunch of adults too, like who are just into theater,
yeah, right.
into theater.
Yeah.
You know, they just do it because they love it. They're not getting paid.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if they are, they're probably not making a lot of money.
Right.
No, yeah.
You know,
They do it for the love.
they do it for the love of it. And I'm watching these people, and I'm sitting there, and all I kept thinking was, every single person on the stage is more talented than J Lo. Seriously,
Such
very
a funny thing to
specific.
think of.
that's all. That's the first thing that went through my head. They're singing live,
Yeah.
beautifully.
Loud.
So what do you
Yes.
think? What
So
do
the
you
whole
think
theater
got her
kind of
so successful?
I
Like, what do
think
you think it
that's-
is
I think-
with J Lo that why she got to? Because she's like worth like $500 million or something crazy.
I
like
think
that.
someone took a look at her and was like, she's marketable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they got a hold of her like, listen, we're gonna be able to market you because you're good looking.
Right.
We're gonna insure your butt because that's fucking cool.
Yep.
And
It'll make headlines.
we're gonna bring
Yeah.
you in a studio. We're gonna have the best sound engineers doctor your voice up to the
Okay.
point where no one can even tell it's you anymore.
No.
And you're gonna
that's-
sound good.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter because you're gonna lip sync. You can dance already, so we already know you can do that.
So you can sort of entertain.
Yes.
Right. Because that's not where she made most of her money. Most of her money was made with acting.
Acting.
So what do you think about her acting? Have you seen? Yeah.
It's not great.
subpar.
It's
Yeah.
not
It's
great.
okay.
Yeah, I agree. It's not great.
No.
It belongs in rom com. Like it's not.
And that's where she
You're
makes all her
not.
money.
You're
too.
not
Yeah.
some
That's why she
badass
does all
fighter
those.
that's beating up dudes. You can't sell
Right.
that to me.
Oh, enough.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I
Oh
guess.
yeah, that's right.
But like,
Enough.
like
Oh, dude, chick took like a year of fucking boxing, like Taibo boxing, and all of a sudden she's beating the shit out of some dude.
Tabo Ho.
Tybo, Ether, trying to get brolic, trying to kick knowledge.
Taibo ho.
It was the worst. It was the best and worst line. Like,
Yeah,
like,
the best
you
line.
called that, you're like,
Tabo Ho.
damn, I've been boxing and trying to get my shit better. He just said Tabo Ho and ruined that whole shit for me. I bet you Jay-Z never fucking trained again.
That's funny. I wouldn't.
Dude, I bet you it took him out of it constantly. 100%. It took him out. It's like, oh yeah, I am. You know what I mean? What am I doing at 30?
I am a Tybo ho.
What am I doing at 38?
38.
Right.
I try to change it. But like Angelina Jolie, so she has sold what was it, Salt? She sells that like
Yeah.
spy fucking
Yeah, she
shit
can
in
get
there.
that off.
She can get that off,
She's
exactly.
beautiful, but she seems tough too.
Yeah,
She
like
seems
it's,
like she can
She
be
did
tough.
Tomb Raider. And
Right.
She did like Gone
That's
in
what I'm
60
saying.
Seconds.
Right.
but I
It's
feel like
believable.
Yes, like J Lo's believable in trying to fall in love. That's believable with J Lo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
she's not doing a good job with Ben. Ben looks fucking miserable constantly.
It is. You ever heard him
That
speak
poor
Spanish?
guy.
Oh, does
He's
he?
pretty good.
Yeah, has he got it?
No, don't do it. Well, he's pretty good.
I'll do it.
I've heard it. I've heard
No,
him.
he speaks it well, but have you heard the
It's
way
mad.
he speaks
It's mad
it?
white, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
No,
Yeah.
his voice gets really high and weird.
All right, go ahead.
Now you got-
Like,
Can you find it
bro,
fast?
keep talking. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll find it.
that's terrible.
I would love to
didn't-
hear Ben Affleck speak. Imagine he's speaking Spanish with the Boston accent.
I don't know if you could do that. Jesus Christ. Are there any Spanish people in Boston?
Right? That's a better question.
Nah, there is. I mean, wherever.
There's gotta be.
Wherever we're Latinos.
They're about to be the majority.
But he just looks miserable. He
Latinos.
looks miserable all the time. And it's probably because
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I know.
it has to be. Like, he might be doing it for different reasons. I don't know if he's in love with her again.
Yeah, because like, why do it?
Yeah, like, you don't
You don't have to do
that.
anything that you
No.
don't want to do, especially in relationship wise. Like,
Dude.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's so talented. Like,
Dude,
he
he's-
wrote and directed Charlestown. That
Dude,
shit
I love Ben Affleck.
was
I'm a
amazing.
massive
I
Ben
like
Affleck
Ben Affleck
fan,
a
dude.
lot. I mean, there's been movies where he's been,
Yeah.
mid, but everybody goes through that, right? I mean, all these
Yeah.
actors, they go through the reindeer games. They're
Right.
fucking terrible. But it even was filmed terrible. Look how fucking weird the camera angles and shit. But
Yeah.
he's done some great movies too. Like I said, he wrote and directed Charlestown. It was
Yeah. You know
awesome.
what? You know what he directed too? This is still one of my favorite movies of all time. The Town.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that. He directed that.
Wasn't that Charlestown? That's what I meant. The town.
The Town.
Town.
Not
Okay.
Charlestown.
Okay.
It was placed in Charleston.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, okay. So
That's
we're talking
what
about the same
we're talking
movie.
about the
That
same
movie's fucking
I
awesome.
love
Yeah.
that movie.
The Accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, The Accountant.
The Accountant
Man,
was
that
good,
was
too.
good too. Yeah. No, he's good.
But the
He's-
town, dude, he had some
Town was
really
the
iconic
shit,
scenes
bro.
in there. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
like when the fucking cop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they just look at each other.
Yeah.
They looked at each other for a while, and the cop just went.
Yep.
But he
looked
made
at
sure
the-
guys,
he made
give me
sure he
chills
turned
right
his
now,
head
bro.
the
I
whole.
remember that.
He made sure he turned his head the whole other way.
Yep.
Like it was like a communication without. He's like,
Yes.
you're gonna lose this battle, but
Yeah. Damn.
it was fucking crazy.
Gave
And the
me
one,
chills
of course,
to
the
see,
loyalty
bro.
one that's been all over the fucking.
Yeah.
I
you know
found
what I mean?
it, by the way. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is Ben Affleck speaking Spanish. Oddly.
Mi hermano fueron conmigo en México cuando estuve trabajando en un show para niños, se llama...
¿Qué llevó a tu familia a México?
Mi madre y mi hermano fueron conmigo en México cuando estuve trabajando en un show para
Yo, it's like
niños,
he's.
se
I
llama...
feel like he's like
Llevó
this
a
when
tu
he's saying it.
Yeah, like his shoulders are
Yeah,
up. I
he's like,
imagine like
what?
his
His
shoulders,
were up.
Where is-
They're like this. His
You can,
shoulders were up.
you can hear his shoulders in the fucking seat.
It's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Damn, he's fluent,
But he
though.
speaks
But
it
he
very well.
speaks really well.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm like,
But
oh,
you're like,
he's-
Why are you making
He speaks it better than J-Lo.
He makes it racist. He does.
Yes.
100%
Does he really?
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
her Spanish is as bad as mine. My Spanish is
The
better.
best thing ever. Did you ever see the
Do you
video?
understand?
I understand everything,
Just not
but I don't
speaking.
practice it enough to be like
Right.
Like if I'm with my parents for 3 days, it's
Don't use it, you
like
lose
it's
it.
better.
Right.
But yeah, you don't use it, you lose
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
100%.
Did you ever see the video of her going back to her childhood home in the Bronx?
The guy didn't recognize her. Yeah, he didn't know
It's
who
the
she
best
was.
thing.
No.
Yeah.
She walks up. He's like, hello. He's like, can I help you? Because all these people, like, she walked up with all this camera crew. He's like, can I help you?
He didn't know who she was.
And she's like, oh, she's like, I used to live in this house. He's like, okay, cool. It's like this old dude. She's like, you don't know who I am? He's like, nope. That look on her face, it was so
couldn't believe it.
satisfying.
She made it funny after, but
Okay.
that for that split
In that
second,
moment, she was like,
She was butthurt.
yeah.
But that's the type of person she is.
Yes.
She's a fucking asshole.
I heard about some.
I hope you
heard-
see this,
I heard some
J-Lo.
stories.
We still need to talk about that tip you took
I was
back.
about to say, I heard that,
Oh,
that
God.
AC story or her taking a tip. Like, how could you ever? I don't give a fuck if he gave her 10, 20 grand. You know how much money you have?
Yeah.
You obviously know because it's you. Like,
I wouldn't have given it to her.
What makes
Yo,
it bad?
for
No fucking way.
What makes it bad is that it's not even your money. That was somebody else's. Like you're cheap with somebody else's money. That's crazy.
right.
Because there's no way. I don't think Ben Affleck is worth more than her.
Nah, I doubt it. But he's
I
obviously
doubt
nowhere
it.
near
I don't-
hurting.
He's nowhere
No,
near hurting.
neither
Right.
of them are.
But it's
Yeah.
like, no, honey, don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What, you're not spending your own money? Like, what the fuck?
It's like it just shows you how you view like a dealer. Because was it a
Anybody.
dealer that she? That
No, it's a
was-
cocktail
It was a
waitress.
cocktail
Cocktail
waitress.
server,
Oh, okay.
But
So
still,
it
it's-
shows how you view. It's like, why would you give her all that? It's like, why does she? It's like, dude, because it probably would change her life. That's probably why.
It
Yeah,
wasn't that much.
How about that?
It wasn't
How
that
about-
much.
It'll
500
change her
bucks.
night. It wasn't
is that
much.
what it was?
That's what I said. It wasn't that
$500.
much. Yeah.
It was not. It was a good. Don't get me wrong. It's a
No,
good
it's
tip.
a great,
Fucking
it's a,
great
a
tip.
Great tip.
an unbelievable tip.
But,
for
yeah.
her to act like that, like she would have missed it.
Yeah.
It's like you just ate. You probably spent that on dinner. Like, not even probably a bottle of wine. Like,
It's just crazy.
make somebody's night, dude.
I had something similar. Not. It wasn't a celebrity, but this guy. It was New Year's Eve, and this guy. It was an open bar, and the guy threw me a 20, and I went to and I was like, oh, thanks, man. I went to go grab it, and his girlfriend grabbed it, and I ripped it out of her hand. She's like, you need to give me that back to me. I was like, tell him to get it.
That's the
I
best
was like,
response.
I
too.
looked at him. I was like, you want it back? Because you're the one who gave it to me.
Yeah,
He said
yeah,
no?
He's definitely gonna say
And he's
no.
like, he walked away. He was like,
yeah,
just walked away.
You can
I was
fight
like,
with her.
goodbye. Put it right. I was like, no fucking way.
I can't stand when people do
Dude,
that.
that's the best example
Yeah.
of people showing how they view service people.
Yep.
That it can't get a better example than that. You don't deserve that money that much.
You don't. It's not even yours.
I know that's what's worse.
That's what's worse.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
like-
It's not even your money.
Yeah.
You're so cheap about the like you said, the way you feel
Yeah.
about that person or this job or that
Yeah.
situation that you don't want somebody else to give them money. That's crazy.
That is wild. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a shame.
I would like to
Weird.
know, like,
That was super
I
weird.
would like to actually talk to people that do shit like that. I'm like, just act, like, why didn't you think that was okay? You know, just to see that the thought, just see what they would say.
Yeah.
Like J-Lo, what would you, why couldn't he give? You know, you guys are worth, I don't know, $500 million. Why couldn't you give $500 to the waitress? Like, are you insecure? You can't be insecure. Can
You're
you?
J-Lo.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're J-Lo, dude. Like you think he liked her?
My
That's
ass
why
is
he
in
gave her
charge.
extra. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
My
I don't
ass is short.
know. I remember first hearing about that. Like,
Is that true? Is that actually true?
I think you
heard
can. You can.
How do you insure
can
your
do that.
ass?
I mean, it's just
something happens to it, you get paid. I guess.
God forbid.
But what would happen?
You don't know. If you lose a leg,
Deformed,
that shit's gonna
in a car
deflate.
accident or something. I don't know.
That's what I said. I was like, if you lose a limb, that shit
Yeah.
deflates. I don't understand how that's gonna make her any, work. I don't know.
I just thought about something.
I just
I'm just super. I want to know what company insured it.
Yeah, right.
Like, those look great.
it might not even be true. It might just be something.
They were
put
like,
out
this
there.
chick is fucking retarded. Give her that policy.
But don't like fighters insure their hands and shit like that?
I never heard of it.
No,
I've heard that.
Have you?
I've
Yeah.
heard of that. I don't like.
I
I've
think
never.
Floyd Mayweather.
I've never done it. That's what I said. I've never
Well,
done
they
it.
broke,
Supposedly,
maybe
like-
she broke him and he couldn't use him anymore.
Yeah.
to make
Something
money.
like that.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like, you know what I mean?
But that's
Somebody
sad.
broke him. Like, what
Like,
if
think about that. Like, think about that on a logic. Not for Floyd Mayweather, but for her. I can't make money without
without
this
my
ass.
ass?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
you know,
It's like I guess you're just your ass then.
And yeah,
Right,
and
it's
Floyd
like, no,
Mayweather
there's
breaking his hands boxing is much more likely
severe impact on
to
him.
happen because of what he does.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
severely
How would she
impacted
break
him.
her ass?
Like
I want to know.
I mean, it's definitely less likely for her to harm her ass to the point where it looks deformed than Floyd Mayweather breaking his hands.
Yeah,
But it's still,
it's hilarious.
We get it. We get it. But
we get it.
you know what I mean? Like like I said, I get why fighters do it and shit like that. Like there's
Yeah,
there's more
that's,
impact.
that's funny because I've actually
more
never heard
impact to your livelihood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
of that. It makes sense. You
Yeah.
know,
it makes sense.
ain't no one insuring my hands.
If I didn't have this ass, I'd
question.
have nothing. What is that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Question about, did you guys see Jay-Z's speech?
At the Grammys?
Grammys?
Yeah.
So
I saw
did
the one part, the excerpt,
Okay.
because I don't know if he did the whole thing.
How did you feel about, because he said, he's like, we love y'all, talking about, I guess, the Grammy people or whatever. He was like, we just want y'all to get it right, or at least get it close to right. And he's like, I don't want to embarrass her. He was like, but there's a young lady that has more Grammys than everybody and never won
Album of the
album
year.
of the year. He's like, think about that. More Grammys than anybody. I think Beyonce has probably the most Grammys of any person, and never won album of the year.
Oh, I thought he was. The funniest part about that whole thing was that he pointed at his daughter, and I was
Oh,
like,
he did.
"This bitch ain't got no Grammys."
This picture.
She was like, she didn't know where to look though. She was like, oh my
I felt
God,
so
I
bad.
Dad.
know she's such a.
I thought
kid,
actually
man.
maybe he didn't point it. I thought he pointed at her.
Maybe,
I was,
yeah.
I
He's
still
just probably
actually looked
throwing
around the
his
room. I'm
hands.
like,
He probably
because
just
they
throwing
showed
his hands
Beyonce
I don't
when
get
he
it.
said it, and she was just like, she was looking, she was just trying to keep a straight face, like. But
But he's like, that doesn't make sense by your metric.
yeah,
yeah, he was like, by
like,
your own metrics, it still
own
doesn't make
metric.
sense. Like,
because it doesn't make sense.
And still
you're
didn't
right.
get it.
because no one knows how this works
Exactly.
at all.
Like,
They
but
keep it a secret, like it's
and then that
something sacred.
with that
Yeah.
opinion,
I
are
wonder
you
if it's
just
Googleable?
Are you just? I'm sure it is, but
Yeah.
are you just glad to be there? Like, you know what I mean? Is it just a party night? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
For
To
some
see
of them,
some
it
of the
probably
some of
is.
your
It's like the
favorite music
Dundies.
people. Yeah. Just to see some of your favorite people, like, you know what I mean? Why don't
Yeah.
you just take it for what it is instead
see-
of trying to make it such a serious?
Yeah.
You can see,
You know what I mean? Like, how
Taylor
many
Swift.
how many Oscar-winning movies have you loved? None, because they're all about
Forrest
fucking
Gump.
art. Yeah, maybe.
I can name one. I can name one.
I can't really answer because I can't remember like the last 10.
But that's what
wouldn't
I
even
mean,
know.
because
I
you don't watch them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't love The Revenant. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, me
I didn't
neither. I
love
didn't
it.
love it either.
It was
Right.
fucking long as hell.
Right.
You know what I mean? He finally gets a Grammy for that.
Right.
I mean, a Grammy. He finally gets an Oscar for that, and I'm like, that was one of his more meh movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, it also goes by year. So Forrest Gump came
Yeah,
out
yeah.
that year.
Yeah.
That year was a banger for years.
Yeah.
Or for movies.
Forrest Gump.
94?
Yeah, 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dude, Forrest Gump came out.
Yeah, what
Pulp
else?
Fiction came out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My favorite movie one of my favorite movies of all time. I can't. Holy shit! I'm fucking blind. I was like, holy shit.
You must
Shawshank Redemption. Holy shit!
I was about to say you must really love this movie. But yeah, but look at all the competition that you had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nowadays things win Oscars and you watch it and you're like, I always think
like-
I'm dumb.
like, is it
am I
me?
fucking
Right.
Tarded.
retarded with the D?
Retarded.
Am I retarded? Like why?
Am I redacted?
Yeah. Put another timestamp. Yeah, like
I
I
will
feel
not.
dumb. Like
I'm leaving it.
I understand that it's art, like right. A lot of people suppose I didn't watch Saltburn, but a lot of people were fucking raving about there's so crazy scenes and
What
stuff.
is it?
Saltburn.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing about this.
So
I
yeah,
hadn't
you
heard
keep
about
hearing about it, right? Everybody's oh, it's great, right? And I had a friend who saw it, and he was like, there was just like a lot of staring off into fucking weird camera angles, and it's like I
Yeah,
understand
super
that a
artsy.
picture's worth 1,000 words, but if you're
Yeah.
gonna make something 3 hours long, fuck,
Did
you
you
gotta
see
tell me
it?
something.
No.
Did you see it?
No.
But
I
that's
keep seeing
what
the same
that,
thing.
but that,
It
a lot of
keeps
those Oscar-winning artsy movies are like that. They're
Yeah.
long as fuck, and there's a lot of fucking waste of space. Like there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of airtime. Like
The last
where's
Batman
story
was like
going?
that.
Yeah, I didn't
So
like
much
that
shit
at
that
all.
could have been taken out of that movie.
I didn't like that at all.
The Last Batman.
I ate an edible before I went there,
Did you really?
and the whole time I was like, "This fucking."
I was about
over
to
yet?"
say, is it better or no?
No, it didn't make
trying
it
to
better. It was
look up the
whack,
last 10
dude. It was
Oscar.
terrible. And
I mean, the
liked her.
Riddler was fucking dope.
Yeah.
You know the way
Yeah,
how they
he
use that,
killed that
and that
shit.
dude's fucking
Bro,
great.
he
What's his
is.
name?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was in like Girl Next Door and shit like that. He's great though. But he was in There Will Be Blood too.
I know who you're talking about. There
Yeah.
will be blood. Yeah.
That's
He
when
was
I
the
realized,
the young pastor kid.
Yeah,
right?
that's when I really saw him as like a serious
He's a
actor.
really good
Yeah.
actor.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not sitting next to Daniel Day.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the one in Dumb Money, right?
Yeah.
He's the one that played the one dude that started that whole
These are good movies.
like cat whatever.
Cat.
Yeah, the Dumb Money was actually pretty good too.
This is like a list of. It's not saying a year, but do you guys see Spotlight?
No.
No.
Spotlight was fucking brutal. That was a good movie. It's about the cover up of the Catholic priest shit.
Ooh.
okay.
How it goes all the way back to the Vatican.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We knew that.
Bro, but
you
no,
didn't
no,
have to make an Oscar movie about that.
bro, no. The detail in this, it was like crazy. Argo was good.
Or go fuck yourself.
So stupid. Keep going.
Birdman with
Does he
Michael
fly in
Keaton.
any weather?
What
happened to that boy?
I'm trying to do that. What a great beat.
Yep.
Green Book with
Stunting like my daddy.
I saw Green Book. That was good.
yeah.
I saw Green Book. That was pretty good.
Moonlight. Did you guys see that?
No.
Moonlight was different. It's kind of weird.
But
Was
that's
it-
what I mean. Like
was
these,
it
these
gay?
others-
12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was a rough movie. That was a necessary movie, though. I like that. They said that movie, it wouldn't have been able to be done that way if an American made it, because the guy who made it is an American. They say it would have been some type of like, I guess, not whitewashing of it, but not. It wouldn't have been anywhere as raw, near as raw. You know, what I mean? They would have like calmed it down a little bit and not made it as raw as it was.
yeah.
The artist, I don't even know.
But that's what I mean. Like these movies are so fucking long, and they're so fucking like.
The Hurt
Everybody's
Locker.
like, oh, it's a cinematic adventure. It's like I don't want
Yeah.
to sit here and just watch a camera move or somebody stare off into something and try to come up with my own fucking.
Yeah,
script.
no, like
You know what I mean? Like
Make it-
movies do that shit with endings. I understand. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, okay, like you didn't finish Top Boy, which I'm gonna spoiler alert on Top Boy.
yeah, Top Boy.
Top Boy finishes with the guy that you kind of hate. He's evolving the worst throughout the seasons,
Yeah,
and you can't wait till he gets killed.
right.
And he gets killed. He's just sitting in his car, and he gets his head blown off, and somebody just walks off blurry. So you're like left to you don't know who killed him.
killed him, yeah.
But you would have been satisfied with whoever killed that.
Because you
motherfucker.
just wanted them to get killed.
Yeah, because he fucked over so many people.
Right.
You're like, I don't care who killed him. You know what I mean? Fuck, as long as he's dead. Like, but shit like that, like I can understand with an ending. But when you're in like the middle of a movie and you're trying to fucking figure out like what's this guy thinking, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to do all that. Like I want to
Yeah.
I want to go to a movie to escape. Like
Yeah.
that's why even
Yes.
SNL made a parody
Right.
of they were like you sit there and you scroll through these streaming services for a 90-minute movie. It's like you can't go back. You don't want to go past 90 minutes
Yeah.
because this shit, the longer this shit gets, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, it's fucking
too
weird.
much.
It's too much.
Try Tubi.
Yeah.
I heard those movies are fucking amazing.
They're the best.
I gotta watch one just to
haven't
Oh,
see what
seen
it's all
They're
about.
fucking awesome. It's hilarious.
Like Sharknado type shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's like awesomely bad movies.
Yeah.
It's a true escape from reality. Like you're just sitting there just because the whole time you're like, I can't believe someone made this.
Yeah. It'll be like me going up to you and like slapping you this way, but you'll spin that way. And still fall. Like it's supposed to be a serious scene too. You're like, oh my God, I didn't even spin the right way.
Oh my god. Are they like real short, right?
A lot of them are, yeah.
They're
There's
like-
just
they're like
ads in
that.
between,
There's
so
like
it fucks it up.
right? It's like an hour and 20, hour and a half. Yeah,
Okay.
90-minute movies, man. That's
Yeah.
what you need.
Right.
You need that shit.
Dude, whenever you see a movie
Focus.
that's like fucking like 80 minutes, it's automatically gonna be trash.
Oh,
you
couldn't.
It's like 86-minute running time. Nope. Pass,
Yeah.
dude.
But when you want something
be a
fun, like
documentary.
it's like,
Right.
Yeah, it's an hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes. Like
Yeah.
all the fun movies are short like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the comedies.
Yeah, all the
and-
comedies, like you know what I mean. I don't believe John Wick was 3 hours. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was it?
No,
Oh.
Nah, that's like 2.
Yeah.
I fucking love John.
but yeah, the first John Wick is the fucking shit.
yeah.
I fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to the fourth one, I was like,
I saw all 3. I didn't see the
too
fourth
much.
one though. Was it? Yeah.
It's like you start getting to that point, kind of like with
Fast and Furious.
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, what are you really talking about,
They
here, man?
still make so much money. Those fucking. That's why they keep making.
So
them.
was
It's
John
crazy.
Wick.
That's
So was
right.
John
That's
Wick.
why they keep going.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You know?
Anybody want another beer?
Sure.
Yes.
But yeah,
How many Fast and Furious is
I love the people who like talk about the progression of the Fast and Furiouses.
Yeah.
Furiouses.
Furious.
What? And like the one I remember watching this one guy, and he's like, "You ever notice watching the Fast and Furious movies? Like you watch the second one, and Ludacris owns like a shop. He's like a tire guy.
This is the funniest shit ever.
He's like,
You're gonna love it.
and you get to 5, and this dude's cracking like hacking into the Pentagon's fucking mainframe.
That's so true. Yo, I feel like
This dude was fucking changing tires,
Thank you.
bro.
I feel like the Fast and the Furious. This is what I feel about the Fast and Furious, and I feel like they like accidentally struck gold because I feel like it's the only movie franchise where you can be the most absurd, have the most unbelievable shit that doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Like you can't get that shit off with like other.
Because
shit.
Physics.
first of all, what you have
gravity.
to realize about
But just even that, like when he's saying it was he owned a tire shop, but now he's hacking into the Pentagon and shit. It's like
It doesn't matter.
nothing.
it started in the first one, because if you really watch the first Fast and the Furious, right,
Family.
and know anything about cars at all, you already that first race, you're like, what the fuck is happening right here?
Damn. What's
The dude's floorboard fell out
Oh yeah, that's right.
when the engine blew up. That doesn't make any sense at all. I actually watched this whole it was so funny because like these like master mechanics were sitting there watching that scene.
Oh, I know they were just. Oh,
They're like,
God.
man, they're like, what is he doing with that computer? Like, why does he have a computer hooked up to it?
So mad.
So angry.
He's like, phase 1 of what? It was like phase 1 complete, and the guy's like, phase 1 of what? Of what? What are we talking about? He was so mad. He's like this old dude, all pissed
I love
off.
it when people know what they're talking about. It's like, did you even consult anybody?
No,
No.
they didn't need to because they knew
Right.
that the majority of people that are gonna fucking like, dude, I don't know shit about cars. I know enough, like some, but I don't know
Right,
a lot.
right.
You know, I'm no master mechanic.
Right.
I can change my own oil and do my own brakes.
Yeah,
maybe do
yeah.
a tune-up. Might rebuilding engines,
Right.
But they knew that the majority of people who are gonna watch this movie
Don't know shit about cars.
anymore.
Right.
They just like the way it looks. It's
And it's gonna be
aesthetic.
even funnier when people
Yeah.
who do know watch it and they're sitting there like, the
Getting
fuck is
pissed
this?
off.
Like all mad because they're still gonna go see it because they're super into it.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. No matter how ridiculous it is.
my favorite was Tokyo Drift.
I looked at you for a couple seconds after you said that to make sure
Tokyo Drift was
you
my
are
favorite.
not serious.
Was it Bow Wow?
What?
That what made
Yeah, Bow Wow was in
Yeah,
that one.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow was the best.
The kid,
Dude.
yeah, that was a good one. I just liked it because
I can't believe you saw Tokyo Drift. I never seen
you
it.
saw it.
No.
I never
Good,
seen it. I know.
dude.
I
I
know
wa-
Lil Bow Wow was in it. Like
I
I've
haven't
never
seen the
seen
last
it.
one.
Dude, Sonny Chiba was in it. Sonny Chiba was like the Yakuza boss at the end.
See, that's cool.
Yes.
That's fucking
That's
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool if you know.
Yeah.
But like you said, probably 90% of the people is like a wasted cameo.
Yeah.
Totally wasted for most people.
Right. Who is this?
Why is everyone making such a big deal about this Sonny guy?
It's the guy from Kill Bill. It's the guy from Kill Bill doing there.
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
I just love that.
Dude.
Like Sonny Chiba is this like Yakuza boss, right, at the end of this movie. And he's like super into he just shows up at this race with his little degenerate nephew. And
Like
is like,
Sonny Chiba.
you have won this race, you have won my respect. No,
Like that's what it took. You know, you don't have to kill anybody.
you can
Win the race.
you can now, this girlfriend is now yours.
You have access to all of my wealth. But
So insane.
it's like Sonny Chiba or the fucking king of the Yakuza wouldn't care
At all.
Right.
how good you drift.
No one cares, dude.
That's what makes it so funny.
Yes, you got to lean into the exaggeration.
Yeah.
dude.
Right.
That's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I've never heard that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like that's what
Yeah,
you do.
me neither.
It's like an old term. I remember learning that in school. Like it was like when you read fiction,
Yeah.
it's called like you have to have like suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, just put
Yeah,
all
it just
the,
doesn't make sense.
throw all
Shut
your
the fuck
logic
up and just read it.
Right, throw your logic out the window.
throw your
It's
logic
just-
out the window. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's how you got to enjoy
that shit
movies.
fucked me up when Paul Walker died, though, dude. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was
upset about that?
I was.
Nah, cuh.
I remember being at work, right? I was at Haven, bro, and I remember getting like a text. Oh, not a text, but it was like a notification. I was like, "What the fuck out of here? That ain't fake."
What was it that he said? He was like, no matter what you see, let it happen. When he was about to fight Tyrese.
Is that what he said?
Something like that. He was coming off the bleachers and shit. He told the other cop.
Yeah.
It was funny though.
Yeah,
but-
that shit fucked me up, man. Because I was
Paul
like,
Walker.
damn, bro. And then I found out how he died. I was like, oh
Yeah, it's
my
pretty brutal.
dude, I can't imagine.
Oh. I was like, I hope they died on impact, both of them. Because if you didn't, then you're just stuck getting
Burned alive.
just
dude.
burned
There's
alive,
nothing you
bro.
can fucking do. That's one of the scariest fucking things ever.
Yeah.
Like, remember that lady down the street from here? She fucking crashed. The guys went over there, and she was like, just grab the baby. And the fucking car exploded. And they got blown like into the street.
Did they get the baby?
No. They were trying to open the door, so the guy goes to grab something, you know what I mean? Like to get him out.
exploded.
Because it didn't look like she just basically went into like an embankment, like
Yeah.
sideways like that. So maybe at that right angle.
Yeah.
And the fucking car exploded. Yeah, and they interviewed the two guys. They were like, there's nothing we could do. Like,
They tried.
it was immediate.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, what the fuck would cause the car to fucking
yeah, that's
explode
weird
like that?
for just
It's
going in an
weird.
embankment and just explode. Yeah,
But
something.
it had, I mean,
Some-
in order for a car to explode, there has to be some kind of
Leak, right?
of
Yeah.
fuel, and there has to be a spark, or some
Ignition.
kind of fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something ignited.
Well, that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. So when you're in that right angle where you
Yeah.
spark something
Yeah.
near the fucking thing, but
Damn.
it's just crazy. Like I
Ugh.
can't imagine. That was my worst fear is to burn alive.
Yo,
Yeah.
for real, dude.
The craziest. So what people don't realize too is once a car catches on fire, it's not always going to explode.
Yeah.
But what you have to worry about is the fucking battery, because once that battery, it turns into a bomb.
Yeah.
Literally turns into a fucking bomb. So you have a limited amount of time before
Yeah.
that thing. There's gonna be an explosion. That's
Yeah.
usually what it is. Once a car catches on fire, it's not the actual engine exploding or anything like that. It's the fucking battery that explodes.
So maybe that. I mean, I don't know, but
But no, I mean, depending on
yeah.
it's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yes.
It's
Yeah,
nuts.
getting burned alive. It's like, oh my God. Like, what's worse, drowning or burning alive?
I think burning alive would be more
I feel
painful.
like it might take longer to burn alive, to like
Yeah.
to go into like whatever zone or mode you go into where you go
mean-
unconscious or whatever. But like,
But that could be with drowning too, right? You could hold your breath willingly till you pass out.
Yeah.
I guess like I always wanted to know because I remember I don't really want to know.
Just always wanted to know.
I always want to know how it feels to die. No, I remember being underwater and like breathing by accident because I was running out of breath
Yeah.
and like breathing in all water, bro. Just that, and I came up after that and I was
Panic.
like, yeah, and I was coughing and shit. I'm like, it ruined me, like because I was like, imagine how many times do you do that before you die? How many times do you? Because you're gonna start inhaling because you can't help it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're just breathing in all water. And when I did that and I tried to breathe, dude, it was like first off, it was so painful, dude. I didn't even think about that.
Burning,
The pain, yeah, to try to breathe water. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, dude, I don't know. I always wanted to know how many times do you inhale before you before
actually drown?
Yeah, like that.
I forget what
Ugh.
This
what
shit's
the
getting
amount
dark.
is.
Sometimes it goes there
It always takes a turn.
every once in a while. You know,
It never goes well.
talk about death and shit.
I don't know, man. So,
Back to the bitch ass lip singing.
well, I mean, look, see how we circle back. Damn, we went from fucking lip syncing to fucking burning the.
And we circle
Pretty
back
crazy.
though. That's good.
But we do circle back. But lip syncing,
The
like you
fuck
said, I
lip
think
syncing,
it.
bro.
I think it fucking it robs you of that.
Yeah,
fucking-
you're not
of people-
performing.
No, man.
You're
You know
just
how
up
mad
there.
I would be if I paid to go
I
see
see you
somebody and they
going
were
like
lip syncing?
Yeah.
like, what? Like, how do you not feel like?
You got ripped off.
And maybe you do, as an artist, feel like you're ripping people off, but maybe you don't care. But it's like, damn, dude, like you really don't give a fuck like that.
Well,
Like,
I've heard
like-
people try to like justify.
Yeah,
it.
what is the? I would like to
Is
hear.
it like-
It's a
another
performance
side of it.
though.
Because it's like dancing.
It's a performance. I don't fucking care.
Now okay, 90% of what the performance I'm coming to see is you using your fucking voice.
Exactly.
That's the performance I want.
I
You
could
know
do with
what
all the
mean?
other.
Like-
I could do without all the dancing and the
Yeah, like if you
pageantry.
want to do all that shit,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But like, no, like your voice is what got you here.
Yeah.
And
You know when you're not dancing? When I bought that fucking album.
When I heard it and liked
Exactly.
it without expecting you to fucking do a
Yeah.
fucking choreograph.
I'd be so pissed.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been to a concert where somebody.
I've
Not
never
that
been.
I've noticed.
I never paid for one, put it that way.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah,
I don't think I've been to that many concerts.
yeah. I love.
I went to Prince. That was a good concert.
A word?
Yeah,
Damn.
he actually
That's
like
dope to say you went to a concert.
yeah, I went to, in Philly. He stayed on stage the entire time. Like while his he played like 5 or 6 acoustic songs, like just on a stool.
Yeah.
And while his band like took a break, like you know how they have like
Yeah.
an intermission. He played through the whole
That's
intermission.
impressive.
Then they came back. You know what I mean? When you ask for the encore, you know everybody's like
Yeah.
fucking standing up, still clapping and shit. He
Yeah.
did a whole fucking outfit change, came back out. Like you know, what I mean? It was
Damn.
crazy, dude. Like it was just that's entertainment. You know what I mean? Like you fucking
Wait, you remember what year that was?
I don't know. It had to be like maybe 2000,
Yeah.
maybe 2000, 2001. It was early.
I wonder how many people watched the Grammys last night when Tracy Chapman played Fast Car with whoever that guy is that stole her song. The country singer. I forget his name. But I wonder how many people were watching. Like, who is she?
Oh, everybody
dude.
that watching it.
So
By the
many.
way, she looks fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
If she didn't have-
I only saw.
If her dreads weren't gray,
Yeah,
she would have looked exactly the way she looked when she was in
Wow.
her 20s.
Yeah, she did.
Black
look
don't
great.
crack.
I
son.
was just about to say Black Don't
She
Crack,
looked
dude.
phenomenal. I couldn't believe. I was looking at her. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Wow,
She
good
just
for
looks
her,
like-
man.
The only reason you would know she is older is because of her gray. And
All right,
her
I'm
dreads.
gonna say something fucked up, but
You don't even have to preface it.
wait.
Just do it.
I know Scott doesn't, but have any of you ever seen Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
I've never seen
Seen
it.
commercials for it.
You've seen commercials
lot.
for it,
I
right?
know what you're talking about, but I've never watched.
I
the
watched
episode on
like a
purpose.
first season when Jess was into all the reality shows, right?
Yeah.
And I just saw the commercial for the new season. Black does crack. Lil Scrappy's mom looks insane.
Well, it's probably because all the work they had done.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a huge factor.
But it looks bad. I was like, oh my God.
yeah, it's
Ladies, I'm gonna say it.
Say it. If nobody's
Stop
watching,
getting
say it.
shit done to your fucking face
Age
in your
gracefully.
30s.
Age gracefully, man.
Exactly.
How about
you
this?
don't need to do this shit.
in your 20s, dude.
Yeah.
There's-
Dude.
Right now, there's so many of these
There's
girls. 'cause
teenagers
in
doing it.
nightlife, bro.
Teens.
Oh my God, yeah, teens,
16,
like,
17,
I'm watching
getting
these
their
girls,
boobs
they're
done, getting their fucking
and
lips.
this.
Yeah.
They look
It's
like
crazy.
assholes.
And like you said, it's perpetuated by women because men
Yeah.
don't give
No,
a fuck about
no.
any of that shit.
I actually saw. I sent. Did I send you the thing? Where
Yeah.
like the guys. So there's like this whole interview thing where this girl goes around.
And they all said natural, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I
And they
saw
asked
that.
all the girls,
All
are
the
like
guys.
BBL or natural. Every single girl said,
Every
"What,
single
what do
guy.
you think a guy would like more, BBL
They
or
think
natural?"
BBLs, right?
Every single girl said BBL. Every single dude said
Guys,
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's so crazy.
So it's girls.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a shame that they're doing it to
Yeah,
themselves.
none of it. I don't know if any.
It looks so fucking weird.
I know one dude of my friends, one of my friends who likes that fucking weird fucking fish lip look. One.
You know one more than me. 'Cause
And every time he sends me, he's like, "Oh, check this, check." I'm like, "Ew, dude."
you can tell it's not like
yeah.
He's like, "I think she's beautiful." I'm like, "I think she looks like a pain in the ass."
anybody who does that is a pain. in the
That's what I'm
fucking ass.
saying.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. You fuck with your face, you're a pain.
You're a pain in the ass. You can already tell what you actually think. That you're
Gives a shit. Like,
super insecure,
Yeah.
and
problems, dude. Like what the fuck?
you're gonna look like an asshole.
Yo, for real.
When you get older, fuck.
These
It's
older, these
terrible.
older women who come in
We
who
see
did all
them
that
at the
fucking
bar all
work.
the
All
time.
right, let me play
they
devil's
all
advocate.
look like lions.
They look, yes.
I know what you're talking about.
all these women that get all this work. He's like, you didn't know that you knew what I was talking about, though, right? They look like lions. It's fucking weird.
Do you need some courage?
They do need some
Are you
courage.
are you
That's
on
what
your
it
way
is.
to the see the wizard?
Yo,
That is. That's
so
what
funny
it is.
because I know exactly the fucking eyes.
The eyes are
fucking-
slanted. The cheeks
the
are up
cheeks are
here.
up
You
here.
look like a fucking lion. You
look like lions.
You look fucking weird,
Bro.
bro. And you think that shit looks cool.
All
You
right.
can't even laugh
Let me
genuinely.
Insane.
let me play devil's advocate.
Oh shit.
Do you think that pressure might feel that pressure to look younger because once they start aging, they're like men like younger looking women? Do you think there's a thing there?
I don't know because
Because that is the thing where like
is a
men
thing.
get older and they
Yes.
rather have younger women. You know what I mean? Especially
No, yeah. But what I'm saying is, you also need to be able to accept reality, and accept the fact that, especially if you're in a relationship,
yeah,
is this dude like
Yeah.
pushing you to do this, or are you doing
Right.
this for yourself?
right,
Yeah.
okay,
You know, that's where I
That's
have
fair.
the problem with it.
makes
Because if
sense.
you're in a relationship with somebody and they're like, doesn't matter what you look like, I love you.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
but they
then
don't want to hear that shit either.
That's true.
You think you're gonna come home and Sarah's gonna be like, "You like my new haircut?" And you're like, "I
No, I
don't
know
care.
what you
I don't
look
care
like."
what you look like." Thank God Sarah doesn't watch
you
this.
imagine, bro?
Right? Think about it though. Think,
I get what
think
you're
about
saying.
that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, I get
Let's
what
say
you're
she
saying.
fucking shaved off her fucking eyebrows and
Yeah.
painted them on like some bitches we know.
Yeah.
And you look fucking crazy.
I
And
get
you'd
what
be
you're
like,
saying.
I like
You know
you, no
what?
matter how crazy.
I don't care how crazy you look, or like I don't care what you look like. Like girls don't want to hear that shit.
I know. I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying it like that.
I know what you're
I know
saying.
what
You
you're
know,
saying.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
of
I
course
don't
we're
need
gonna.
you
I'm
to
gonna
do-
fucking
Right, that's funny though.
be.
I don't want you to go get fucking chopped up by some fucking whack doctor.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
some kook doctor who's selling you all this bullshit, spent tens of thousands of dollars to get this shit done.
Right.
In order to please me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm not
saying.
the one.
I'm not the one you got to please
Totally.
with
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand exactly
my
what you
point.
mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Jess is always complaining like she keeps finding gray hairs, and I'm like, I can't wait. Like, I hope that you lean into it and
Yeah.
your whole head is gray, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome because
Right.
I've been with you since you were basically 19.
Yeah.
and you know what I mean, to see that evolution of yourself. And for me,
Right,
she
right.
looks young as fuck. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Most people, she looks young.
does.
And then she'll see a picture of her younger self, and she feels like she doesn't look like that. And I'm like, yeah,
I
but
get
you
it.
Fucking,
Neither do I.
Neither do
Yeah.
I.
I,
know
I
what?
saw
I
a
know.
picture
I
of
don't
me
look
like right before my second fight.
Yeah.
I was 168 pounds, shredded to bits. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'll never look like that again.
Exactly.
Fuck.
right.
But I know
Exactly.
the work I put in. I know everything about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Whatever. I understand that
You're
I
like,
am
I'm
now
not doing that again.
44 years old, and I'm going to need a lot of tests to get back to that.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Right. Facts.
And a lot more discipline.
A lot more discipline.
You know?
You know what?
Exactly.
You know what? You brought up a good. You brought up a good point. 'Cause
You were just complaining. Where you were just complaining about what you were eating. I was like, "You gonna drink beer? Yeah, I drink beer." I'm like, "You want this bag of what is it? Salted caramel pretzels?"
He's like,
Yeah.
yep, I'll take
Yeah.
those.
And he's like, "You shouldn't have left it. I ate the whole bag." Like, there's no self control.
I have no self
I
control anymore,
totally
man.
Who
understand.
gives a shit?
But you know what?
Snacks.
You know what too? I just thought about with women and why a lot of this probably is within them, because men like tend to get better with age. Like we like for the most part, like women don't. Women kind of start to go down. I don't feel like this because I like older women.
Do you,
Like,
okay,
that's my shit.
Okay, that's another point. Make
Yeah.
sure I get back to it. Go ahead.
Okay. But I feel like men start to hit like, especially for maybe not in looks or so, but men don't seem to lose it as fast as women do in terms of that overall. Like if you talk about career, income, maybe just confidence and everything.
That's what I was
You know
thinking
what I mean?
too.
All that.
Confidence. Like
Yeah.
you don't give a fuck.
Well, it's because
Right.
when you're a 20-year-old boy, you know, you look good. Don't even like sometimes, but like you're kind of a buster.
Right. You're kind of corny. Right.
You got
right.
nothing to really offer. Like,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
And you
lame,
kind of
right.
know it, so you're like insecure. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So-
And it all plays.
our societal norms play a huge part in this.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
women are looking for a provider,
Exactly.
a protector.
Now you're older, you're stable, you're fucking, you know
That's
what I mean?
why you
Confident,
become
and you
more-
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And-
And sometimes that's what girls see. Like,
Yeah, and honestly, it really has nothing to do with your looks that much.
exactly.
Right,
That's
right,
what I'm
right,
saying.
You know, it has to do with
Right.
your status.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a huge factor in it all. Whereas
Yeah.
women, no dudes out there like, I want a boss bitch.
I know. They
But you don't.
It's
And
so
I-
crazy because I don't think they know that.
But what also is I
think-
know
they
that
think
I
that they're
still
cool.
I
Right.
still act and feel like I'm 12.
Right.
So, you know, seeing somebody as an older woman, like you said, I'm attracted to older women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like that gray hair. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just looks good to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know how all men think. You know what I mean? Because you always see that. You know,
Oh, there's
fucking
definitely
60-year-old dude with a fucking 30-year-old girl, and they don't realize that when you get 70, like in 10 years, this shit's gonna go crazy because she's gonna be 40 and you're gonna be 70. You're gonna need assistance.
Yeah.
That's not sexy to a woman. It can't be.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So girls don't see that shit. You know, in long term.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of these girls are looking long term either.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you're come on, if you're a guy 60, you're right there. That could be a 20-year commitment. You know what I mean? If you get into like loving and moving in together and marriage and shit, because you see that shit all the time. You know what I mean? You see that shit. I go to doctors' offices and you see fucking, you know what I mean, like a good-looking 50-year-old woman with like an 80-year-old man. And you're like, what the fuck? And they're like married. Like you can tell. You know what I mean? But it just looks crazy.
It does.
Just like it would look crazy when you were a kid. You know what I mean? If you're fucking 15 and you have this 25-year-old, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, it looks fucking weird. You know what I mean? That age gap's not that much, but it is a lot in that stage of your life.
Yeah.
Just like at the end of your life, you know, when you're like 80, what the fuck are you doing with like a 50-year-old woman?
Yeah.
That, you know,
I think it really comes down to the fact that men, I think this is the foundation of it. Ego. Men, but men can fucking reproduce forever, bro.
yeah,
Almost.
of course.
Women, that shit drives. So it's like, I think that drives all of that shit of trying to reverse their age, or you know what I mean. Even though they know that looking younger is not going to reverse what their body is capable of doing.
Fertility, you mean? Like as far as like being more fertile or more,
I think
you know,
it's
desired.
I think all that wanting, that why women are so hung up on wanting to look younger. The foundation of it is like they know they have a limited amount of time that they can procreate. Us, we're like, I think it's like in the back of our heads, like, yeah, we can make a baby. Bro, I was watching last night the Grammys. Billy Joel, right? His wife. He's 75. Looks great, by the way. He has a 9-year-old and a fucking, I think like a 7-year-old.
Look
And
at Alec Baldwin.
his wife is 41.
Didn't Alec Baldwin just like finally say, "Hey, I'm not gonna have any more"? With the
Really?
lady?
Robert De Niro
He's
just had one.
He's got
yeah,
he's got like a
he's
3-year-old.
like
Robert
80.
De Niro looks like a fucking hobbit. Like what the fuck are
Like
you doing?
he's still
reproducing?
shooting. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
It's
bro.
crazy. But
But I think
don't
that's
know.
what it comes down to, man.
But yeah, like you said, when
Women-
it comes to these like social norms and stuff, it's like
and then social
you want
media.
you just want to
always makes it
I
worse.
want to like reassure women, like you know what I mean. It's okay to get old. Like it's not.
And you
take
asked
away
shame.
social media, it'll help.
so yes,
Yeah.
social media really changed everything.
It changed. Mostly Instagram.
Yeah.
Mostly one app did it, bro.
Yep.
Set it off, and then you had the TikToks and shit. Because Facebook, but Instagram was like the first app what is based on pictures.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we're gonna try our best to look, you know.
Yeah, well, everybody has
Thirst
a certain level of
traps.
narcissism in there. You know what I mean? Like everybody has that. Like
Yeah.
if
But
you
it's
have
so outlandish.
yeah, like if you're looking good one day and nobody sees it, are you looking good? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Right.
like, you're-
Right.
Like people who work out, if I'm not filming that shit, this workout didn't
Yeah.
happen. Like
That's weird, man.
It's
These dudes
weird,
setting
it
up
is,
fucking
but-
tripods and shit in them gym.
yeah,
Dude,
I make it my point to knock them over.
you just sound like a complaining old man.
I'm like, oops.
Dude, I was at the gym.
Did I
today.
do that?
I was at the gym today, and like, and they have this one room. They have actual. I guess they're just trying to go with the times, but they have like a section
Yeah.
where there's about 10,
Mirrors.
10 tripods where you can go take them and use them
Oh,
to fucking film yourself.
What fucking
I
gym
didn't
is
know that.
this?
Wolf? And I can't believe it. I
Oh,
couldn't believe it.
in Northfield?
I just started over there. Yeah,
Okay.
like two weeks ago, and I was in there.
Mine has a whole divider. Well, the one I was going to has a whole divider with mirrors all inside, so that you can take pictures of yourself and all that without getting people that are in the locker rooms, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool because you see that shit all the
Yeah.
time. Fucking people making fun. There's a
Right,
guy
right,
with a whole fucking Instagram account, you know, shaming these people that fucking no, that they'll post a video and be like, look at this fucking asshole now, and be
that's-
somebody butt ass naked
Jimmy,
behind you.
Johnny-
Joey Swole, Joey Swole,
yeah.
yeah.
He's cool.
So yeah, he's cool. He just fucking shamed you for
Yeah,
doing that to people
right,
because
right.
like nobody asked to be in your fucking video.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, that's
He should.
yeah.
It should be
100%.
illegal. There should be some kind of legal action for you to
I
post
agree with that.
a naked, you know, somebody else. Because if you did that shit to a woman,
Bro.
you'd be fucked, right? You'd be a predator. You'd be whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And you don't know how old these people are. You don't know if they're young.
Nah,
you don't know
I agree.
nothing.
That's totally fucked up.
You know what I mean?
shouldn't do that.
There's some fucking
Somebody
six-
should punch you in your fucking face for doing that.
They're constantly.
You know what I mean?
He-
Like, you
he's
should-
never running out of
someone slap
content.
the
That
shit out
guy.
of you.
He's never running out of
Because
content.
people are nerds, man. First of all, why do you even have your phone out in the fucking gym
No.
to begin with? I went to the first gym I signed up for by my house. I went there. I'm all business when I get there. I put my music on.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom. I don't take a lot of time between sets.
Yeah.
Right.
So
right.
I usually do 3 muscle groups. I'll do 3 sets. and 3 different
Exercises per muscle.
per
yeah.
muscle.
Right.
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 So 27 altogether.
Okay.
I did 18 sets or 18
sets.
18 sets while this girl did 1 and
Yeah.
because she was sitting on her phone the entire time.
Yes.
And she was doing some bullshit fucking squat thing.
She's
I
taking up
needed
her
the
time.
squat rack.
That's what's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's that. It's
Well, I
like,
finally
all right,
walked up
if
to
you-
her,
if
said
you-
something.
Yeah. Like if you're working out,
Yeah,
you're
but then
actually
she's like,
working out.
"What?" Like you're being an asshole because that's what
Yeah.
they do. That's what kids do.
I didn't care. I didn't care at all.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what they do.
I was like, hey, so you've been on this for 20 minutes.
And they're not working out.
I'm
Not
like,
like
can
you're
you-
doing set after
Yeah.
set after set after set.
Yeah, I'm like, the majority of it, you were on your phone. Can I use this? Can you go back on your phone over here so I can use it? And she just looked at me like,
Yeah. Like you were an asshole.
Of course.
well, I'm like, no, well, I'm like, can you please move so I can actually get out of here?
Get on with my
I
day.
love
But I
that,
made the point. Like, I was
Yeah.
frustrated. I'm like, dude, you are taking up a fucking machine for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're not the only one here, bitch.
Yeah.
like it's not your personal gym. Dude. Yeah.
No, they get mad if you cross in front of their fucking cameras.
Fuck
Like it's in the
that
fucking
shit.
walkway.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do?
I don't give a fuck.
Knock
about
that shit the fuck over.
I just
Make it a normal thing.
No, that's why I did the
Normalize
garage.
knocking tripods over
That's
in the
it.
gym.
That's why I did the garage. Yeah, normalize that shit. Hell yeah, just fucking kick it over.
I'm starting a
Shut the
trend.
fuck
I'm
up.
going to videotape myself knocking shit
No,
over.
Jim should make it fucking illegal to do that shit, man.
Like,
You know what I mean? This is a gym for people who want to work out, not for people who want to get famous. Like, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck what your followers
Yeah.
need to see. Like, you're an online fucking trainer. Get the fuck
Right.
out of here.
yeah. Well, the new
Yeah.
gym I joined is all meatheads.
Yes.
It's like this
It's like
meathead gym.
Tillis. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
Tillis.
Tilly's.
kinda-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fucking funny because everybody stares daggers at everybody. I'm just
Really?
watching everybody. I'm like, everyone's just sizing each other up in this
But that's
motherfucker.
lame too. I hate that shit. That's corny.
I don't give a shit because I think it's funny. I'm like,
I know.
Let's
but
fight.
it's like
Let's fight everybody.
See, like,
Everybody
I go
When
to
I
a
was these
Tilly's.
guys-
everybody fight. Yeah. You see you go. Big ogres fighting. I
so
can't even
funny.
fight.
They'd be slow and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't. So you're gonna be out of breath in fucking like 30 seconds.
our
30,
sauna is
30
hilarious.
seconds of fury.
The sauna.
The sauna is hilarious.
Why? Were they
Because-
talking?
Yeah, because everyone's all fucking mad if you don't close the door real fast.
Yeah, you're fucking up the temperature.
Like, oh, hold on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
funny.
like Wolf, man. Wolf is like it's not. It's like there's a couple me, but like for the most part, everybody in there is just on their own shit, man.
That's
You
what I'm
know
saying.
I mean?
That's how
Minding their
Tilly's.
business.
That's how Tilly's is depending on what time you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I go at like was going at like 8 or 9 in the morning. Like I said, I did the
Yeah.
garage, so I haven't been going.
right, yeah, you don't need to.
But at 8 or 9, it's, 8 or 9 in the morning. There's nobody's doing that. You might see like 1 or 2 tripods. Like
Yeah.
Right.
you don't see it crazy like at 5:30 or at 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I avoid those times anyway.
Yeah,
Because you know what it is.
I loved it when it was 24 hours and I
never
could go
mind.
right after work.
Yeah.
And it'd be not a soul.
Yeah,
there.
it was like
The
one
fucking
other person
biggest
maybe,
gym
right.
yeah, like some other crazy person. that
Right,
works
right.
great.
There's some other nutcase here.
But I would love it, dude. I would fucking go right after
yeah.
work.
Nobody's
take my
using a
bag.
machine that you want to use.
No,
it's like having
man.
your own gym.
Yeah.
I didn't even use my headphones. Like I would just
Yeah.
listen to whatever
Yeah,
music they
we
were
listen
playing.
to fucking the regular music in there.
Yeah, and the Tilly's it's all right. Nah, like one day you'll go. It depends on who's in the front desk. That's what's great. Sometimes you'll just hear like crazy rock, like
Yeah, yeah.
shit you
It
haven't
depends
heard
on
in
who's ever
forever.
controlling
Yeah,
it,
and then
right,
you
right.
hear some crazy fucking like West Coast rap. Like you hear
Yeah.
some fucking crazy. Like everybody has something different. So you're not. I'm not playing the same
Right.
same playlist every day. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like gym music is always the most hilarious. Like the
No,
community
it's
music
not
is always
like
the most
that, dude. Because
hilarious
it's
shit.
always nothing but like like people in the front. They put their own shit on there,
Right.
so it's their playlist
Yeah.
or their channel or whatever, and it's fun.
It's not like top 40.
No, and it's
Yeah.
always different. It's not top 40. You're definitely not top 40, but
Lizzo.
Yeah, it's so weird, man. Gym culture, like being back in the gym now. It's
culture.
just like
it's
watching
changed.
people. Yeah,
It's
like,
changed. I remember when I was I was in the like I always tell Dan this, and I was like the first like I got introduced while working out with, like one of my sister's like boyfriends at the
I'll
time.
take this.
Oh, all right.
Good. Mama.
Mama, you know.
Oh,
God.
Watch out, you're hooked up.
Yep, you're hooked.
There you go. Come on. Gotcha.
Let it go. I used to go to this gym with like what I said, one of my sister's like little boyfriends when she was a teenager got me into like working out, like lifting and shit. And there was like a Spanish dude there, and he was like one of those fat jack dudes that you always see, like wears a tank top, but he's like, you know, he's strong as fuck, but
Yeah.
he's like fat as fuck. Like he also doesn't give a fuck. He's probably in his 40s at the time. And every lift, it was so funny. He would yell out when it was heavy. He would yell out Lee Haney.
Why?
I don't know, but I always remember that shit because he'd be like, Lee Haney, and he would do it. It was like this Jerry curl juice everywhere, dude. It was so fucking funny to me. And they were
Jerry
like,
curl juice.
Yeah, he'd be like, get under the squat rack, he'd be like, Lee Haney, and he fucking do before every set, dude. And it was so funny because everybody would just laugh, like they was just used to this dude doing that shit. But like I said, he was like one of those jacked fat dudes and shit. It was so funny.
Those
With the
motherfuckers are strong.
fucking-
They're like those are how the powerlifters are.
Yeah,
All the powerlifters are monsters
because they
but they're-
eat like what they need to eat to lift this shit. And some of them like you go to like powerlifting gyms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They'll like you said, you don't take much time between sets.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll do like a 2-rep set and take 10 minutes
Yeah.
and then do another
Yeah.
2-rep set and these motherfuckers build muscle like crazy, man.
Well, it's because they're powerlifting. They're not.
Yeah.
They're consuming
exerting-
massive amount of calories.
and they're exerting tons of fucking energy.
They're all on D-ball.
and they're fucking jacked.
Yeah, like, do you ever watch the strongman competitions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all fat. I mean, they all have a gut. Like
Yeah.
they're not fat, but you know.
No, they're all. Yeah, they all have a gut.
But it
because
can't be that much. It can't be healthy to
No.
consume that much
No.
protein, man.
It's not healthy to be these. You see these weightlifters, like these bodybuilders.
They're
That's
di-
not healthy at all.
They die at like 50. Like it's crazy.
Dude, you see what they do?
But everything's in excess now. Like everything's in excess.
Yeah.
Like, you know, look at these pre-workouts. They're getting insane. Like I tried one of the like newer ones.
Yeah.
My fucking hands were itchy and shit.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't fucking
It's like you're gonna shit your pants.
it's a fucking rush, but it's not the rush that I can
Remember
handle.
cocaine in the 90s? That's what it felt like.
They used to cut it. They need to cut it.
Yeah. That's
No,
what it's fucking insane.
The shit that they do, as much protein as they consume, like everything's in excess.
Yep.
And they have to do this shit. And these motherfuckers are dying at like 50 years old,
Yep.
man. It's a shame. And they're all coming up like that too. Like,
I talked to all like the high school kids, you know,
yeah.
and they're all, kind of pre-workout you're taking.
They're all about pre-workouts, supplements,
creatine
protein,
supplement. I'm like,
creatine.
dude, you guys have literally the best genetic, like right now in your
Best
life.
genetics, yeah.
You have everything going for you. You have the most testosterone you're ever going to produce.
The most
Naturally.
energy you're ever gonna have.
I'm like, you don't need all this
Fastest
garbage.
recovery you're ever
Yeah.
gonna have. The most growth hormone in your body naturally that you're gonna have.
You don't need all this shit.
No,
You're
and
just spending money to
The
spend
thing is,
money.
once you set it, like when you're in that, if you get in that 12, 13, and you pick it up, like you want to go to the gym every day,
Yeah.
that shit's forever.
Yeah.
You basically program that shit into your DNA.
Yeah.
Like I said, one of our bartenders, his fucking calves are still like super defined. He does nothing. And they're like fucking, you see every striation because that's what he did for
what he did.
all his teenage years was fucking push big ass dudes around
Yep.
and fucking play football.
Yeah, you said
And-
that. So now, like, it's funny you say that. Like, you got it. Like, you have it like in your DNA. Like,
Yeah, it's like
So I started like kind of going to the gym, I guess, when I was a teenager, but I didn't take it too seriously until probably like my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if I don't do something,
you lose it fast.
no, I feel bad.
Oh, okay.
Like I've been steadily working out for. I mean, I don't like. I really didn't. Unless I'm injured, I'm always doing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Whether it be running, whether it be like hitting pads, going like doing jujitsu, going like going to the gym, weightlifting. I actually just started putting weightlifting back into my repertoire.
Word.
Because
You need
I'm
it.
starting to notice it. I'm like, you know what? This
Yeah.
is something I can do because I
need it.
can't do Muay Thai and jujitsu 7 days a week
Exactly.
and not fucking and be able to walk.
Or break something,
Yeah.
or fucking, God forbid, you tear an ACL or
Exactly.
some shit.
You know.
Because you're just not the same. Like it's hard to accept as an older person. You know what I mean?
Yep. So I had to split everything up.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll do road work one day. I'll do jujitsu 2 days a week, Muay Thai 1 day a week, and then weightlifting 2 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll try to like double them because the weight.
that routine.
Honestly, weightlifting to me, I think it's pretty fucking easy to get in there and do it.
Yeah.
Like I said,
because
I'm
it's
in there.
slow. It's slow.
Yes.
It's not like you're overexerting yourself. Yeah, you're lifting and you get through that soreness, but it's very therapeutic in that way because it's like, it's concentrated, you're
Yep.
focusing.
I'm also not lifting
fucking-
heavy weight. I'm doing much lighter weight for high reps.
Yeah,
You know,
but
so I'm doing 20, 30 reps of lower weight.
that's what I'm saying. But
You
it's still like at your own pace.
Mm-hmm.
You're not fucking. You don't have to do 30.
We got it. Don't worry.
You're not doing you're not doing too much. Like Jess loves CrossFit. I was into CrossFit for a little
That's
bit.
intense, man.
And it's fucking intense.
What's
and
the WOD?
and it was today's WOD. But when COVID happened, they closed all the gyms and shit, and we did our garage. And I don't think I could do a fucking CrossFit workout right now. Like she still does it. But
I don't think I can. Because I'm noticing now.
yeah.
A lot of the stuff I started doing.
like tasting blood.
Yeah.
It's like the iron taste.
I started realizing how bad my cardio was once I started going back to jujitsu.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You told me, yeah.
holy shit! I'm like, wow, man,
Your
I really fell off
conditioning-
that much.
the conditioning
You don't think
sucks.
about it, you know.
Exactly.
And it's starting to pick up now. But even I went for a run before I came here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on, man?
It's fucking
Is it
crazy.
my age or is it?
I think it's both. You know what I mean? You're not as active.
Is it
You're
because I drank 3 bottles of wine last night?
also your recovery's slower, don't you
Yes.
think? I think that's the biggest thing when you get older. Is your recovery is not the fucking same.
No.
Like you never like waking up is a gamble in many ways. Like,
You're like-
you wake up, you're like, oh, all right, I don't want to roll over too fast. You know what I mean? Like
slide out of bed.
like I always say, Louis C.K. He's like, my left eye doesn't work for 45 minutes. It's true. It's like I'll wake up with such stiff, let's say, ankles. By the time I get to the toilet to take a piss, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like that kind of fucking oil and grease and shit. You need your fucking joints and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It sucks getting older. It fucking sucks. But anyway, let's wrap this up because Kenny's got to go and like.
Oh yeah, it's 3:30. Holy shit.
Instate on decision. Mr. Function, come off it, teach them all a lesson. Me say, when we fire drum and bass, how we must